We know that if there was a military conflict on the Korean Peninsula, 25 million people could be impacted were nuclear weapons used. We need to take that off the table. What needs to be on the table is a peace agreement to finally end the Korean War. 9 out of 10 South Koreans want there to be an end to the war. And so that's what we're calling for. The Korean War is what inaugurated the military-industrial complex. The Korean War is what quadrupled the defense budget. It set forth a whole new U.S. foreign policy that made us the world's police. And I don't think Americans want that. We're obviously going to have to shift the Trump administration's policy of maximum pressure, which is just more pressure through sanctions, cutting off diplomatic relationships. So we want to see some concrete movement towards lifting of some of the sanctions in exchange for North Korea making concrete commitments and actual dismantling of not just their nuclear weapons program, but actually the long-range missile program.
Of course, the two Koreas want to continue economic cooperation, but right now the biggest challenge is the UN sanctions and also the South Korea's relationship to the United States. Actually, put aside economic cooperation to use equipment to facilitate video conferencing among separated families to the north and south.
Maintaining a posture of aggressive sanctions and further isolating North Korea has not worked. The message that Congress should deliver to the Korean people, North and South Korea, and to Americans is peace is the best path for American security. And it's a new day. North and South Korea have shown that peace is possible, that they could actually take concrete steps towards demilitarization, and that is going to be the path towards denuclearization.
What are some of the initiatives that could bring more economic cooperation between South and North Korea?
Lifting of sanctions.
And cultural exchange and economic exchange is so important to me, especially to the normal people who are living in North Korea, because it's the media of how the outside world is going on. Because normal people in North Korea, they have no media access. What's going on outside?
It also has a travel ban on Americans going to North Korea. We really need Trump to lift that travel ban.
Even the Tamiflu, that's the medicine for the flu, couldn't go in because the vehicle was not allowed to go. I mean, and the kids were dying. Right now, in 2018, in UNICEF, they had an official report saying that 20,000 kids are in a malnutrition. They're like threat of life and death there.
It's an opportunity for us to shift from a stance of perennial war and investment in preparation for war to actually taking those investments in the 54% of the military budget and putting it back into things that give us real security. Medicare for all, free college education, affordable housing, good paying jobs. These are the things, and I think that the Democrats have a visionary agenda, but we'll never get to it unless we tackle this issue of perennial war and investment in military spending.